It's Sunday, March 17th, 2024 at 9:33 a.m. This is being recorded on my camera roll. I'm going to read the summarized Sunday update from March 17th, 2024. You can find a short blog post at ericleo.org on the new release blog. I'll give the Sunday update, then I'll give a little work/music/personal update, and then I'll read the blog post for your son. Okay. I'm going to stop doing the Sunday update short form, but this is for now the short form Sunday update. The Industry album is the newest release featuring Cappadonna from Tang, Zen Requium, Cool G Rap, Duce, McGuire, Cameron, Jadakiss, Soul Stretch, Rich G, Kurupt, Planet Asia, and Juvenile. Hey, it's Eric Leo 108, the sociologist, philosopher, and hip-hop artist, with the Sunday update from March 17th, 2024. The next release drops March 19th and is the spoken word poem, Your Son. You can really help by following me on Spotify or requesting my music through Alexa. Okay, that was the Sunday update. This is the work update. Westside Connection and Heavy Hitter albums and EPs will drop by May 17th, 2024, and will feature the artists Kokane from the Alcoholics, Tash from the Dirty OGs, xzibit, Snoop Dogg, Gucci Mane, Krs-one, and King Crooked. I still haven't started recording the practice tracks for Mr. Congeniality. Last Sunday, so on the 10th of March, after I posted the Sunday update, I spent the rest of the day writing lyrics. I wrote another couple songs for Mr. Congeniality about Dua Lipa and then Taylor Swift and Friends. As it stands, I also have songs about... I also have songs on the album inspired by R. Miller, Link's Groupie, Halsey, Janelle Monáe, Haley, Emma Watson, Susie Vidal, Victoria Hammett, Leisha Miller, and Katie Porter. I'm not going to stop doing the long form Sunday update, but I am probably going to stop the short form Sunday update. The Raini group doesn't think it looks great, especially on Instagram. They think it's confusing and I look like a Bible salesman. Then I asked Adam Ivy what I could do to improve, and he said it looked like I was trying to be a music industry commentator and not an artist. So basically I'm sending the wrong message and putting the wrong vibe. So I'm stopping the short form Sunday update. I met Nazif, I hope I said that right, yesterday through the Raini group, who will be doing a pop punk singing vocal on the Link's Groupie track from Mr. Congeniality. A tidbit of cosmic love. I need a woman to sing the hook on one of my more personal and hopefully bigger songs. I want one of the hooks to sound like an ancient siren. If you don't know what sirens are, you got to look into like ancient Greece and looking at what ancient sirens were in ancient Greek text. The song is about my experience with cosmic love and Gaia, and I've said before, my cosmic loves remind me of sirens in ancient Greek text. Then Ryan had an artist, VR, in the Raini group. By the end of the day, I asked her if she would be willing to do a feature. Then when I went to my Instagram home, there was VR in a pool with a dress with the caption about a mermaid. After I followed her on Instagram, sirens were often seen as mermaids. In this way, I think this is another example of how Gaia has sequenced human behavior to bring me good fortune. I still have yet to record the demo for Be Mine, which is the name of the song, and send it to her and see if she'll actually do it, but I thought it was interesting. I'll keep you updated as what happens. I caved and got a haircut. I ordered a small mobile PA system because I'm going to try and do busking events, or events around Sturgis, Michigan. I was already offered a $50 gig by Sturgis Chamber of Commerce, but I had to turn it down because I don't have my equipment yet. I have a 7 to 9 track set of all clean family material that I will be performing. I left a playlist of the songs in the description. The next thing I'll add to the set is the Sax Music album. I got the last 3 beats in, so I have 7 tracks of sax sample beats that I'm going to use to cheer people up I meet on the street performing. I have 3 potential features. If you want to be a feature on the Sax Music album, DM me. Excuse me. I got the beat back from Ken. I have to record the practice tracks for the En Masse Shootings EP. I have not been working out, but I've been going for walks pretty much every day. I can't get Selena's song Love You. I can't get Selena's song Love On out of my head. I imagine Emma is singing it to me and I get all excited. Pussy Poppin' is done. The album, all I have to do is decide on a release date and upload it. The album sounds really good. Keanu remarked how much he likes it because it's fun and filthy. The Raini group gave me a review on Hey Girl, which is one of the tracks on the album, and they loved it. They really liked the way I rode the beat and thought it was funny. Okay, that was the personal update. This is the Sun Poem blog post. So let's see. This will come out on March 19th. Your Son is my 72nd official release and my 107th track published. This is my first spoken word track as Eric Leo 108. There is no beat, and the audio was organized by Sam Peters at La Luna Recordings and Sound in Kalamazoo, Michigan. The cover art is a self-taken photo and a self-edited cover. Okay, as explained by the National Weather Service, there are only 2 times a year when the Earth's axis is tilted neither toward nor away from the sun, resulting in a nearly equal amount of daylight and darkness in all latitudes. These events are referred to as equinoxes. The word equinox is derived from the 2 Latin words, I can't say that, meaning equal, or nox, meaning night. The spring equinox signifies that after, unquote, the spring equinox signifies that after this, there will be more daylight than night throughout the day in the northern hemisphere. I intentionally released this spoken word poem on the day of the spring equinox because it's a poem to humanity as if it's coming from the sun, and nothing signifies that better than the overtaking of light from the sun on the northern hemisphere, that is the spring equinox. I originally created this poem to express myself in the cosmiclove.com log, love spelled with the U, specifically the September 2022 Hope post. As you can read, the poem has nothing to do with her, but it was largely inspired by Emma Watson. To briefly make you fully updated, I have a book called 108, The Story of Discovering Earth's Consciousness, and Why I Think the Planet and Stars, which is about why I think the planet and stars are conscious. Then in the blog at ericleo108.com, I show how Gaia, which is the Earth, could play matchmaker to guide evolution through telepathy. Basically, attractive potential mates are used as vessels to paint a canvas of a broader message from Gaia. I explain all this at cosmiclove.com, love spelled with the U, which is a running log on my blog at ericleo108.com. This is a poem from the sun's perspective. Given this information, I chose to release this on the 19th because that's the day of the spring equinox. The actual spring equinox is on the 19th, but Christianity celebrates it on the 31st because it's the first full moon after the spring equinox. Just like with Christmas, which is based on a pagan celebration of the winter solstice, Easter comes from a pagan tradition around the spring equinox. Easter is derived from the German Eosphere or Ostera. I'm saying that in English. I don't know how you say it in German, which is the goddess of the spring. In the most popular story, Ostera found a dying bird in the snow. To save it, she turned it into a white hare, which she gave the power to lay eggs once a year and gift them to worshipers. And that's why there are bunnies and eggs on Easter. You can read the full story here, and I left it linked in the blog. It has nothing to do with Jesus rising from the dead and everything to do with celestial patterns and Christianity and Christians culturally appropriating pagan traditions. I have left a video that explains more embedded in the blog that you can also find on the Atheist Raps post on the new release blog at ericleo.org. All of these Christian events and celestial dates line up because Jesus is based off the myth of the sun, which I find worth worshiping. I think Jesus is Western civilization's imaginary friend that they made up to make themselves feel better and control the masses, but the sun, which the imaginary friend is based on, is very real and worth worshiping. To be clear, again, I think the sun is conscious and would be the ultimate ruler in our local cosmic domain. With that said, I'm actually terrified of the sun. Most aging, like wrinkles and lines, come from sun exposure. The only reason the sun is livable is because we have an atmosphere that protects us from the sun rays from burning us alive, and they still cause cancer. Have you ever heard of a coronal mass ejection and what it would do to life as we know it? It would basically be like setting off a global EMP, electromagnetic pulse, that would wipe out satellites and electronics. The world almost came to an end in 2012, which is also when the Mayan calendar ended. This is because in July of 2012, there was a coronal mass ejection that almost hit Earth that you can read about, which you can read about from NASA, Business Insider, or Wikipedia that I have linked in the blog. I have taken a Twitter poll asking, would you straight up worship the sun? And all voted no, that's stupid. But in a very real way, Christians worship the sun because they worship Jesus, which is based off the myth of the sun. They just don't know it. In this way, I'm glad we have people worshiping the sun. I just wish it wasn't through Jesus. I just wish we would worship the sun. I think we should organize a cohort to worship the sun and turn towards it like Mecca, and I occasionally do. Given this, trust me when I say I hope I did the sun justice with this poem. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my family. You're awesome. I love you very much. And until next time, you take care, all right?